Hey guys, my name is Zeniac and welcome back to another episode of SnowTown here in Cities Skylines. Last episode guys, we built our very own ski resort and it looks just beautiful. You can see people right now doing skiing. There we go. There's also a car. Hold on, there's a vehicle going down it. That's taking skiing to a whole new level. Guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to do some more expansions. I want to try and unlock the other, well, I say the other island. The land across the river and slowly start to design where our highway and highway bridge and normal bridge is going to be. So before I do take it to the next stage and do more expansions, we have that stuff kind of all set up and good to go. It's going to be pretty exciting. Now, before we jump into this, guys, first I want to say, smash that like button if you are enjoying the series. Make sure you subscribe so you know if the next video comes out. And I've seen a lot of comments of you guys asking me to enable the real world weather and the day and night cycle as well. Now, I do have, if I go to the options right now, gameplay, I've not long enabled to use dynamic weather. I've simulated a little bit, nothing's really happening. And I don't know whether it's because it's a certain time. I just haven't come across any weather events just yet. But also, I will enable to use the day and night cycle. I'm not going to say I'm going to keep it, because I'm not. I'm not a fan of the day and night cycle. But I thought, you know what? Because it's a snowy town, it's very white and bright with the snow. I wonder what SnowTown looked like at the night time. So that would be quite fun and interesting for it to kind of appear. So as we play and go through today's episode, it's hopefully slowly going to get dark, which is quite fun. Now, before we jump into it, I've had to place down a few extra power sources real quick right now because we're kind of running a little bit low on the old power front, boys. And turns out when I tried to load this game, it crashed. A couple of the mods for the ski resort didn't work. You can see there's a few little gaps. Some of the lodges didn't work. You remember I had the big hole in the map for the yeah, you know that hole? I forgot what it was. That didn't work either, and another building didn't work as well. And it kept crashing the game, so I've had to kind of get rid of those mods. It's left a few little empty gaps. We'll leave it for now, but that's what I've had to do to kind of get this all up and running. No idea why there was a vehicle going down the ski slopes, but hey ho, there you go. Oh, and I had to get rid of the cable cart stuff as well. That wasn't working too, which is quite annoying. But we got it back to being, well, for it to work anyway. And actually, guys, give me some name suggestions for renaming the ski resort. And I said a load of good ones. Snowy. Do I do snowy like this? No. Snowy Hills Ski Resort. I kind of bundled a load of you guys' suggestions together. Hills has got 2 L's in it, Seniac boy. Come on, learn to spell, mate. Learn to freaking spell. And there we go. It's pretty cool. It's Snowy Hills Ski Resort. We only got a couple of runs at the minute, but we got loads of room for expansions in the future. Right, let's get back to the task at hand. I want to buy the land over here. I want to terraform this so it's one solid island and then start to terraform that as well. Get it all flattened out, ready for us. Gonna keep that little river running through the middle. I think it'll be a nice little feature to add with it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this road coming down here to initially bridge over to connect it. And then we need to plan our highway. Now, our highway is gonna unfortunately tear through, either keep it on one side or kind of place it through the middle. I don't know how I'm gonna place it down right now, but I want to try and keep as many buildings as possible. It's going to tear through there. It's going to come up, cross over here, and then kind of, so come up here, cross over there. So you have to do a nice big interchange there, junction. Run down there, so it will kind of continue down there. It will run parallel with this one going down before they eventually all merge together and, you know, go to where they go. It might either end over here, it might extend to some of the other islands. I don't know how far we are going to extend it, but it could be a little bit fun. So I'm going to plan it. I'm not going to get it all in today. Just going to plan it. So once I know where it's going, I can continue building the city. I don't want to build stuff and then go, oh, I got to delete it because I've got a plan to do this. So I might as well get it in now. So let's buy some of this land then. It is quite expensive, but your boy's got cash money moolah in the bank right now. Might as well go to the full distance and buy that whole complete row. Meaning we get to go a little bit over it. You can look at the pollution we've caused. Oh my god, that's not great. But it's now unlocked the connection for this highway, which is very exciting because we can start to plan things right now. And the first thing we're going to do is actually, I'm going to put it into pause mode because we now need to terraform all of this. So we'll start by getting a brush size and then just kind of, I won't say, well, I was going to say I won't say smoothing it, but I will smooth it. I just want to kind of get first the rough shape of what this place is. Once we've got a rough shape, then we'll kind of smoothen it off a little bit. But it just gives us an idea of what we're pretty much working with. And I'd kind of go down the waterfront as well. Down to there. Finish off this little peninsula just here. I can't wait till we get to work all up within this island. Oh, it's going to be good. Oh, I didn't realise I could terraform outside of the boundaries. Did not know I could do that. So, we've got that then. We're just smoothing it off for now. I ain't too fussed about... you know what I should do? Bring the strength down. I ain't too fussed about the shape of it just yet, because I'm not really working on the island to do many things with it. I'll start like doing it all properly and whatnot when we come to start building on it. There we go. So just kind of roughly just get it all set up. And I think that'll be all good. Yeah. So we're going to initially flood the place now, because that's what always happens when we reclaim land. So fast forward that. Get ready when it's done quite a bit to reset the water level. Oh, I feel like it's getting dark already. Anybody else feel like that? Yeah, it's definitely getting dark already. Oh my god! Seniac! It's getting dark, boy! Oh, the lights are coming on, boys. The lights are coming on right now. This is SnowTown in all its glory. It does look pretty good, doesn't it? Come on, you gotta admit, it does look pretty good. I like how you can see different colours. You got like the normal white light for the normal roads. The kind of orange, deep orangey light there for the 4-lane roads. Yellow tinge for the industrial area. That's interesting. And the highway has a slight kind of beige colour, if that makes sense. It's pretty... This is how much I don't play City Skylines in this day and night cycle. I just realised it's snowing as well. Yes, the weather's working. Yeah, it shows you how much I don't play it, because I haven't really paid attention to what colour the lights are in nighttime. So, right. With that said, the roads are getting snow on them. Now, if I go to... Is it the traffic or the snow option here? Coverage, condition. Condition's really poor right now. Oh my good god. Okay, guys. My whole city's dying. And by dying, I don't mean it's really dying. It's because I don't have the road maintenance set up where they can start ploughing all the roads. Oh my god. This is crazy. Let's get that set up then. Oh, that's ski trails. No. Right, where is it? Is it this? Maintenance. It's the snow dump, isn't it? What does road maintenance do? Maintenance truck. These do snowplow capacity. Is there like bigger versions, or is that all there is? I think that might be all there is. So, right. I'm going to have to just throw some down somewhere, like, for now. Just so I can kind of get the snow off the road. Oh my god. Where do I pull it, for one? Right, I'm going to throw them just here. 1, 2, 2 there. 3, 4. Okay, we'll give them water real quick. They should have power because the power comes fairly close. Oh no, they don't. Right, let's run the power lines down to here. So they're there. They can now go out and plough the roads. And already you can see, if I just kind of pause it, this road is looking mighty fine and clean. And then, there you go. As they're driving down right now, they're starting to plough the roads. Oh, that's a new headache to have, isn't it, guys? That's a nice new headache to wake up to in the morning. Oh, we're snowed under. These road ploughs weren't doing their thing. So it fills it up, and then obviously we've got to empty them. So that'll be an issue moving forward at some point, that we have to keep emptying those. But it's something that we need to kind of get stuff happening. There we go. We now officially have weather in SnowTown. So let me know, guys. Do you want me to keep the day and night cycle? I'm not too sure about that. I think I will keep the weather. It adds a nice little element of challenge to it. I'll keep the weather. If you guys want me to anyway, but I'm not too sure on the day and night cycle, because I like to build all the time, and I don't like it when it gets too dark and whatnot. You know where it's going. So, got to think first and about this bridge. Now, we're going to make this road elevate before it gets to the end of here, rather than just kind of build a bridge off it. This road is going to elevate up, go over that road, and then progress over. So it would potentially mean getting rid of some of these buildings on the edge. So if I get rid of it to there, unfortunately, it has to go. We've got the ones with the trees, and when it gets to this point here by 20, we'll make it go. Actually, we'll make it go by 10 by 10, and then is 20 too high? What we reckon, boys? Is 20 too high here, or does it look okay? Right, let me just get it to there. And then, what if I then go into bridge mode? And then get it to here. So then get out of bridge mode. And then 10, we go down by 10. 10, we go down by 10. And then straight across like that. So it's like a gradual slope. Now, yeah, like I said, do you reckon it's too much, having it up by 20? Nah, I think it's all right. Just got to sort out those angles a little bit more. So we'll go from there, and then we'll angle, it'll slope the objects. Oh, I missed that one, didn't I? There we go. Do the same on this side. So we did this one from a little bit further back, but that's okay. Actually, no. If you look at it, let me delete. So up by 20. So I come out by. I think we come out a bit, don't we? We go down by 10 here. And then straight across. There's a little bit extra. I completely forgot about that I added in. So I could do it from there instead. Slope. There we go. It looks a bit more like the other side then, doesn't it? Yeah. So that'll be the first initial bridge that we have going over. I want two bridges to complement each other. We have the standard highway and this one as well. There's already a vehicle coming over. I think they might have taken a wrong turn, to be honest with you. Yeah, they might have. And then we have this little bit of a space underneath them. Not too sure what we could potentially do with it. We might keep it open, plant down some trees, or do a little park and pathway underneath maybe. That leads to over here. Potentially, but that goes completely across there, leads over, which is nice. So that becomes kind of the main routes to get to that other section. And then we want to start thinking about doing the highway cutting through it as well. So before we do that then, have they taken care of all the roads? No, the ski resort and the roads around here need ploughing still. That's not great, is it? So they can still drive over it. That's not an issue. It's just the road quality is very poor. Very, very poor right now. But now we got those in. Hopefully they can keep on top of it. And things just happen over time. So, highway. What size or what level is the current highway here? It is by 10. Eventually we need to make it go higher over this, but we'll elevate it more when it gets kind of close to it. And we're going to run it down this. Now my options are, alright, let me just get the right sides. We have one lane going down here. So one lane going down there. And the other lane coming up this way. Or I could get rid of just one of these and have one lane going down there and then one lane coming up here. So either way I'm going to lose 2 rows. It's just down to me how I do it. Now, do I have it on this side here? Or that side? That side, you lose the niceness. Or just have it, if I had it in the middle, close to this, you get houses either side which fill the gap so it doesn't look like it's intrusive. I mean, it's definitely intrusive, but it doesn't feel too intrusive. Either way, it's going to be not very nice for these guys. And it's going to come up. When it gets to about here, that's when it will start to bend that way and then cross over. So it will get quite close to up here, but it will cross over. But I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet, aren't we? I want to try and keep this little path there that cuts through. So, hang on, let me get the right side again. So, yeah, this side is here. So, if I start... And does it matter if I pull it really close to it? No, not really, because you're not really going to get much benefit out of it, are you? Right, to there... Hang on, hold on. So, we started there. To there is 11. It's not really the 10 that I was after. But then again, if I went to there, it's 22, so... I think they're a different size altogether, aren't they? Get to here then. And it still allows me to have that connection to the path underneath. So they can still walk underneath it. We have the highway in the middle there. Now, do I get away with it pointing closer? It only feels pretty good there because of how wide that road is. So we'll stick to this anyway. So let me bring it... We'll bring it to here. And to there. Damn, that's quite towering over, isn't it? But it's what's needed. We would need it to run for the middle. Now, I was thinking, what we could do as well is when it gets to this section here, we could maybe, you know, reclaim a little bit more of the edge of the bank of the river. And then do a little interchange so you can turn on and off that highway just here as well. It creates another little connection. We'll see. I might have to do like this style of connection to kind of cram it in such a small space. But yeah, so if I brought this up to then, let's say, there. And that directly to there, so keep it going. And then we try and get this now pointing in the right direction. So if I elevate this first by 20 and just kind of give us an idea of where we want the crossover point to happen. Right, so let me just kind of angle this right. So I want it about there, if that makes sense. And we might have to anarchy this. So if I go to, let's say, this point. Now, is that close? Not close enough? What's the space there? There we go, for that highway crossing over. Now you have to do a whole different, like with little slip roads interchange system that switches lanes and whatnot. That's fine. Then I've just got to get these here to connect over. So if that going straight, the bend will happen fairly soon. So if I bring it out by 30 but bow it down here by 10 and do the same there, well, that's slightly off. What's going on? There we go. It's a nice simple slope, but we will angle it even better. And then get that as close as possible. So the bend is not too harsh on the highway. So it happens a 9 by 13. Right, I think what we'll do, we'll bulldoze that and there. And then pull them back from here. So a 17 by 17. Right. Do the same here. That becomes a 13 by 13. Oh no, it is going the right way. What am I doing? This is the one that's not going the right way. And that will bend and then split down the middle going that way. Oh, that's pretty glorious. It is quite terrifying, isn't it? So what I'll do then, just to make it look kind of nice, we'll get rid of the zoning just there, there, and there, and keep that little section quite open as it all splits through. Now, I could create a little turn-off road up here as well to utilise that a bit more. Or I could create a turn-off, I could have a turn-off just here as well, have one just here to kind of, you know, give more run-off points for this highway. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I know that's where we're going to have it running through, if that makes sense. So then get this highway, and we'll just continue to push it up to there, like that. We'll just continue like that, and it will eventually run along down here. That will then run along down here, and eventually they'll come together as one and turn into one highway moving forward. It's just a way to make sure that we've got highways splitting through different sides of the city, so we can really have that traffic sorted. And right, can I afford to put it back into play mode now? I'll have no issues, will I? I mean, I know I got rid of a load of residential stuff, but there we go. Just going to get rid of these two trees. We still got the crossing over point there, which is all good. Nice. Not bad, not bad. So we have that road as well that splits down the middle too, which will be quite beneficial as well. Right, ain't too shabby, is it, mate? It ain't too shabby at the moment. Now, that highway needs to come across to there. Once it gets to here, it's going to bend and then go and connect up to that one. So, do I keep it split like this, as wide as it is, going straight across? Let me see where this will point us out to. So a straight connection will bring us to about there. Now, is that high enough for the boats? Nowhere near high enough right now. So what I'll do, I'm going to quickly delete that. And I think when we get to this point here, we'll start to elevate it a bit more. So we'll go straight up to, do you reckon 20 will be fine? So I come up by 22 on that kind of incline. We'll incline it a bit more as well. And where's that connection there? There we go. But then again, did I want to do like a little bit more here? In terms of doing an interchange maybe? Should I reclaim a little bundle of land? Or do you reckon I should not do an interchange there at all? Keep the interchanges where they currently are. There and there. Maybe do one here. Or do you reckon that's a bit too soon? Do you know what? I can still build the bridge going across right now. I won't change anything. Alright, we'll start the 20 about there. So if I do it in the future, I know that we could potentially set something like that up. Right, where is... Oh, there's that line. There's that. That goes straight to there. Then we push this across. So it's getting dark again right now, which is cool. Hopefully that should be enough for the boats. Let me just see how this goes under. It is... Oh, not enough. Not enough. So it is got by maybe 25, maybe. So, okay. So if I make... right, let's just select these here. So I go 1, 2... No, it's not going to work like that. I want it perfect, boys. So maybe I'll go up to 13. Just play it safe and go straight to 30. So then what I'll do is we'll select all this highway here from this point and we'll align it to the height of that. So you can see the slope happens quite dramatic. There, oh my, that's plenty of room. That is plenty of room right there. What we'll then do is we'll manually select from this point to here. All them little sections. Oh, it happens differently there. So we'll go from there instead. And slope them. That should be a bit more graceful. Yeah. No, not really. Let me select there, and there. There we go. That's a bit more graceful happening to kind of pass us over. I've got to make sure that other road is going in the right direction as well. We'll get onto that in just a minute. But it's now dark again. It might start snowing again in a minute, which would be quite exciting. The snow plows come back out. Yeah, that'd be real good. Right, let me just flip that highway around the right direction. Oh, wait, hold on. Which direction is it going in? I'm so confused already. Right, let's go in that direction. That needs to be turned around. There we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That is now doing good stuff. Right, okay, okay. So from there, it's going to instantly bend and then go down to here. I have to buy this little bit of land to kind of create a little bit more of a bend there as well. But that's simply how it's going to work. Now, I want to do it in the daytime. So I'm just going to... Yeah, this is why I don't like the day-night cycle. I'll keep it on for now because it is quite cool to see it. But, oh, hold on. The ships hit that little section there, don't they? Maybe the elevation needs to happen a whole lot sooner for this. Right, if I align it to the height of this, right, and instead we select you, and we do it from that point instead. So then if I slope the objects there we go, they elevate a lot sooner. That's better, isn't it? I mean, I could take it back a bit further. It doesn't really matter. Or take it to there and align it. And slope the objects. There we go. That's better. So it definitely slopes a lot sooner so the boats can fit under quite nice. Oh, that's going to be such a cool little feature to the place. That isn't having those bridges tear through the middle. It really changes how this city now feels. Well, it's not really a city at this point. It's a town. But yeah, it really changes how that feels. So back to the play mode then. I feel like we should get the city hustling and bustling a little bit more. I did get rid of a load of residential. So it would be nice to kind of get in some more residential back in. And we do have the downtowny vibe going on over here. So let's just get a little bit of this in. And as the zoning builds up... Oh, we have the tram line there as well. So we could do with more residential here to build up the customer base for it. So if I had that run straight across, just to finish that little grid section out there, and then we might as well just keep this format going for a split second, for a hot minute. There we go. Does it have water? Not entirely. Let me just finalise that little section there up. And then we'll just give it some high density residential. Okay, we'll go. Actually, we'll just fill the whole little section there up. And then we'll place down some commercial just here. But it's in walking distance of that little tram section as well. And the subway line up there. And it'll give us all the residential we just need for that area for now. And I think that is enough residential for this area after that. Won't be adding any more, otherwise it will just cause huge traffic issues in the long run. So let's get this all over here connected. Can you see the yellow snow? I'm going to remove that yellow snow. There we go. It's pretty much just farming land. I mean, if I need farming, I'll place it in myself. Is that a bit of mine in there, or is that oil? Oh, no, that could be because it had water there, didn't it? Yeah. Right, how much money we got right now? So I'm going to buy these two. Oh, it's getting really expensive right now, the land. Buy those two there so I can utilize it. And get the highway set up. So they're still at the minute by 20. No, they're by 30 at the minute, aren't they? So if I just set up where I'm going to have my 10 mark. So elevate it to 10, because that's what we're having the highway set at anyway. My 10 mark comes to there, and then have the, is that the right way? Yeah. And then have the same going back this way. Right? And then we'll get these here connected. So that is a 15 by 15. Bring it down. Actually, we'll keep it up. Like that. And then straight in. We'll angle the slopes. Oh, I've just realised it's snowing again. I don't know about you, but I'm actually liking the snow. Right, flip that one around. And then select everything but trees. Get rid of those. And then we will then... oh! Snap! Undo. What happened there? Well, let's try that again. Nope, don't like it. Is it because I have... Right, we'll manually do it. I think I know what the issue is, because I'm selecting the pillars as well. Do you think I'm going too far with that angle? Nah, that's far. Oh, that comes in quite... That, oh. I'm impressed with that slopingness right there. Slopingness, come on, boy. With that slope, it looks real good. Right, nice, nice, nice. And then we've got to get these connected. Now, that is going to be quite a sharp little angle. But that's okay, because we can delete it back a bit. And let's see. I wonder if they can detect it from this. No, not really. So we'll bring this a little bit more forward to about there. And then we'll go with the outer first. So a 30. Okay, it's not really perfect. And I don't think you are going to get it perfect with how it is. Because they are coming and turning in from such an angle. And then if we get them facing the right way, which it's this one. And then we get them all selected. So I'll do the manual selection. I know I could just turn a few stuff off to get it working. But we kind of gonna go from such an angle. Have a long run at it. To slope them. It's a little bit better. Oh, it's beautiful, boys. It's beautiful. So we then technically have this area connected. That's not beautiful, that little crossing there, but we'll fix that soon. We then technically have that other highway connection connected. That all I've got to do then is get that road, that highway connected up to this highway, and then we'll just have the intercity traffic going through the region. You know, it normally just passes through, that never really stops off in your city. And that would require just kind of sorting all this out. Oh, did I do this slope as well? I don't feel like I did. Alright, so let's start it then. Yeah, we'll take it from there. There we go. Doesn't change by much, but it's enough to kind of sort out the elevation change. There we go. So yeah, then all I gotta do, I'm thinking, I mean, as much as clover junctions aren't the best, a clover junction would fit in quite perfect here. And so how it would work is you'll get the single lane on-ramp. It will come down. You have one that comes out to connect to that way. And you have one that comes around here to connect to there. So you do the standard clover back and forth. But to add to it, to make, you know, so if you wanted to go in that direction, what you would do, you'll come down here, spin around to go that way. But if you wanted to go that way, you'll go down here, spin to go that way, to come in to spin to go that way. You keep backing up on yourself to go around. But to avoid some of that, we then, not only do we do the clovers, we did the over one to go and connect that way as well. So it's one way to kind of solve it. It doesn't solve all the issues, because sometimes they have to join multiple slip roads to get to where they want to get to. I could do like big overpasses and whatnot to create something crazy, but I just want to keep it as simple as possible. And as long as the clover should be really effective, And as long as I take care of all the traffic on all the other junctions to make sure I'm not overloading one particular junction, then we shouldn't see any issues on it. It should work perfectly fine. So that is now technically all connected. I could, once I get at the little junction there connected there, we'd have the traffic coming in. But I've definitely got to think about ways or places where we're going to create a few more little interchange drop-off areas. Because if I don't do one on this road, this highway here, like maybe say here or there, for example, everyone's going to come and drive up to here, drive down to there, round interchange, go back down, and that will cause pressure on this junction, where I could alleviate it by creating maybe a junction here and a junction here for this highway. Just something nice and simple. I like this what I've done there. That's quite cool. But we'll just see how it goes. This will be quite interesting, but I'd have to reclaim some more land here to do one there. But that could be the one. Anyway, it's getting dark again. We've got the highway in, so we know where we're currently building. I'll connect it all next episode. Start building that to get it up and running underway. Let's take a look at more ways in which we can now satisfy our zoning needs. So we have a nice little growth spurt on industrial. Let's fast forward on the day anyway, so we can get to the next, day that we can see. As cool as this day and night cycle is, it really does slow down your building progress. Right, so industrial then. I could do the standard, add a few more factories in. But I've also got to find out as well, where does the last bit of straight piece end? Here, doesn't it? So bam to there, and the same on this side, which will be here. And that creates our small little grid format. Now, that is 49 across. Come on, mate. One of these is not perfect. Well, that's 50. It ain't working there, so maybe it's the other side where we've kind of slightly messed it up. Oh, what's going on? Wait, that's not even straight now, is it? Alright, bring that down to there. That's 49.50. There we go. This is where we then get a slight little gridded area that we can then work with. Goes right through this. We can now get rid of these, right? Yeah, I don't think we no longer need them. It's not going to kill anyone's vibe, is it? No, so that's just give me a few little space there to kind of play around with. And I can lead and bend this going up. So that across there is 37, believe it or not. That's a 40. So if I stuck out by every 10 a 10. Let me go back to play mode. We can hook up these roads to end at this point and slightly extend then our industry. So 14, there we go. Easy as that was there. Simple, yet effective. And it will allow me to build some more of these offices. We'll go for offices on this little area to keep it free. Then again, actually, because we've got the buffer zone, I could do some, like, dirty industry. But I'm not going to, because it will just create more pressure on these junctions than there is. I can push the industry up this way, where we can intertwine it with a turn-off, on-and-off area for the highway, so they can all join onto that to drive down here and vice versa. So I think I'll stick to some offices over here to begin with. So I really am trying to think forward in this. So yeah, this will satisfy some of the needs there. And we'll do 2 strips there, which should hopefully take a little chunk at the office. Actually, we'll do one more. There we go. And we'll leave that one quite open there. So that will kind of help us out. Where's the commercial over here then? So I think we should do a strip of commercial just here. Oh, hold on. What's that going across? That's 40. So where is the 40 mark here? It's just there, isn't it? Yeah. Right, up to there. And we do high density commercial just here. And that will satisfy a bulk of our needs. So we're getting to the point then, or going in the right direction, where it could be handy to have another tram following the road down here and up. Cut up to there to come down and follow down that road. Or even have one go so far around. So we do these smaller loops around a bigger loop of our metro system. That would be handy. Won't it? That would be really handy. So yeah, let's have fast forward now then. And get those offices down. Oh, we need water. So I'm going to cut straight across here. And then we'll just kind of fill this in ourselves. So that satisfies the office demand there. Get a bit of commercial demand, satisfy that. And the gaps you have left over from that residential section that we built will then get satisfied and filled in as well. And we've got quite a lot of stuff happening now in between these two spaces. So we're going to watch out that we don't go too crazy because it could create a hive of activity, thus creating a lot of traffic demand. And then we need to make sure that we add those little on and off ramp areas and whatnot. Luckily, this little section here is offices, and the road should be technically quiet anyway. But we've created the residential section there, and hopefully they use these through roads if they need to get to the industry, rather than cutting straight up and going down there. So yeah, hopefully they can maximize those roads. You would think so anyway, but you just never know in this game. You never know. You never know. Right, snowman again. So the snow players should be out in full force. 0% full, 0% full, 0, 0. What's going on? Oh, stored snow melts away. Of course it does. I'm thinking it's like garbage. We'll eventually have to empty it. It's not like garbage. It's nothing like garbage. It's so dumb. Oh. Soniac, I wonder sometimes. I wonder. Okay, so we got a little park in there then. And we might have to think about building like a secondary park over here somewhere to fill in one of these gaps or whatnot. So we don't create too much, you know, human activity. But yeah, look at all the snow right now falling down. Them snow plows are going to be out in full force. Sorting out our roads for us. So does the snow just not fall on the highway? Do you reckon it just doesn't do that? Probably. You got one down here going down here right now, finishing it all up. Oh, you missed a bit, boy. You missed a bit. I'm really excited to get that all connected. I really am. Oh, the industrial area over here is taking a hit. Needs some snow ploughing, please. So let's go back to play mode then. What is the unemployment like right now? Because we've added a ton of working opportunities. 11% unemployed. Now, what do you reckon that is down to? Education levels? Not everyone's educated enough to work in those high-tech industry jobs. That could be something. Everyone that's moved in over here is basically not really educated. High school, university. We are getting a university demand, so we might have to start thinking about building a university. We really have to start thinking about that. Public transport anyway. 766 people a week are using it. The majority are using the loop of the tram. We've got the subway looping as well. So we're definitely going to have to think about adding in an additional transport option. So we'll extend the tram line. Add another one in. I could probably get away with 2. If I finalise this road to go up somewhere, I could add it in. Or if I... It's not even the best way to do it. Unless... no, I don't want it to run there because it runs parallel with the subway line. That kind of makes it really redundant. We'd have to run it going up and then cutting down and then coming down to connect to there. So we create a secondary square one. That's kind of what we're going to have to do with that. Would be beneficial anyway. Do you reckon we make any money off the transport system? I reckon we don't. The trams, no. Subway, No. Sometimes you can make money off the subway, but it's pushing it. It's pushing it. We're making some money off the tours, but that's technically the ski stuff. So weirdly enough, people are using it as public transport. I don't know who's using it, but hey ho. There you go. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. But I think we're going to end it for today anyway, guys. We got the majority of the stuff we want added in anyway. The bridge going straight across, so it tells us that where it's going to happen. So we can start planning to build over here. The highway cutting through, even though it's not connected just yet, that's not important. It just shows us that where I'm going to place it. So then I can start building and adding stuff around it. So I know where it is and whatnot. We've got a few more jobs in, some more industry, which is really cool as well. So that's going to be quite fun to see how it expands. Next episode, we'll start to add in we'll build this whole interchange system here. So these two highways are connected. I'm going to have to build a little on and off area. Don't know whether to build, probably, I don't know, this is fit. I'll let you guys help me on this one. Do I build one here and here? Or maybe just one there? Leave that one. Don't put one there because they could either turn off here and here. So maybe that's one thing I should do. Just maybe add one there. And then I want to extend this highway going up a bit more as well. Do a little turn off area here. Build a road going out so I can build some more dirty industry up there as well. That's where I want to take it. I want to do that public transport as well. Get that up and running. Extend more of the ore industry as we progress a little bit further. And I think I might do plans if we start to build somewhere over here. Get set up. Or maybe even do it up here. I don't know. Start to plan a fishing industry. So we can start fishing or cashing in on some fish. To get more exports and more money coming into SnowTown. Because I don't think a farming industry will thrive in the snow. An oil industry could. We could definitely think about doing that. Having flashbacks to Oil Town right now. And the woodland industry as well. We do have quite a lot of forests over on this side. And whatnot. So maybe we could utilise something like that. There's a bit of land over there. It's a bit too far away. There's a lot of stuff going on over here. There might be some good areas over here for some kind of forestry anyway, but we'll see how it goes. We'll plan it as time goes on. But yeah, things are getting interesting. Let me know about the day and night cycle. Let me know about the weather. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So, good. Bye.